bring your other hand to your curve of the cervical, and you feel there's a curve there, right? So we want to try to maintain that, and then we're going to push our head into our hand and our hand into our head to strengthen the neck. So this would be the first project, is first get some strength in the neck before you just put the whole body weight dependent on that little neck. And think about it, how often do we do this in life, right? So feet out like Charlie Chaplin. So first of all, this takes already a certain amount of hip flexibility, the ability to externally rotate the hips quite far, right? So if you don't have that flexibility, then the feet are going to be like this, right? Because we haven't talked about it in this training, but there's something that they call a kinetic chain between joints. And so you've got the kinetic chain of the hip joint, the knee joint, the ankle joint, meaning that they should always be pretty much moving together. So if you externally open the hip, you need to have the knee and the shin and the ankle follow that, not to injure your knee. So first, slide your fingers back and bend your knees. Don't take off too much of the legs. Like if you come here, it's too much. Right? When you lift up, it's going to be way too much for the neck, and you'll always have the knees bent. We want to try to get the legs straight in that pose, so the inside of the feet are lifted off the floor. Okay? And you're pulling the toes back so that you have lots of action happening in the ankles. Do you feel it? You know, the ankles, the shins, they're all already working. So you don't want to be on the feet and the neck and kind of like everything is destabilized in between. It's like all the muscles in between have to go and suck onto the bones and be really strong so that you're not injuring your neck. So you've got the toes turned out, and then you're going to push into your hands and push your feet, the sides of the feet, as if they're moving in this direction. They're sliding away from you and down at the same time. Push them, lift up, and then you're going to see if you can bring your legs straight and see what's happening. What muscles are you using in order to do that? Okay. And then you're going to roll all the way out. Okay. Then if you don't need your hands, you can do start the same way, but then you're going to place your hands over the shoulders, and you're using the abdominals, you're pushing into the head, so the neck is actually engaged, right? It's strong back there. And pushing and rolling. Okay, so this is the pose. And then you have to keep the buttocks lifted up and see if you can roll. But you see my neck doesn't move. Push, and I'm going to lift. She can hold it for 5 breaths, but I'm supporting her a lot. Okay? Then after her 5 breaths, she bends her knees out to the sides, and we roll all the way